Damani. So today we're going to do a little bit of testing, okay? Just like a little bit of what we did last week. So here in front of you, I gave you a list of words, okay? You're gonna go through each word and you're gonna try as best as you can, as hard as you can, and tell me the word, okay?
Okay.
All right, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead, start at 1, and tell me what word do you see in front of you? Or we can sound it out. We can break it apart.
Earth. N.
Okay, good. Next word. Would it be easier if I covered up the other words? Yeah? All right, so here, it's other words on that side. So I was trying to cover up this one. But we can do this. There we go. Okay, sound it out as best you can.
I'm gonna see if that's a B or a D because I get confused sometimes.
No, that's fine. So here, if you look on this board, right here, this is a B, like B. And then we have D, like dad.
Oh. B, dad. B, dad.
So what letter is this?
B.
Nope, look up here. Is it facing this way or this way?
This way.
This way. So what letter is that? D. Good. So, D.
One.
Okay, next one. Remember we're talking about digraphs. So we see TH makes what sound?
Oh.
Not sh. Oh, remember from Miss Beth, not sh. That's SH, TH.
Huh?
Okay. Okay, so we have okay, then what letter do we have next?
A. N. N, like in the I am in the building.
Okay.
It's cold, like it is cold outside. I'm gonna go in the house.
And let's do one more.
O. What? I know it's not going because going is not a word. I know it's not going because going isn't a word.
What'd you say?
Because I know gone isn't a word. And because I know that's not gone.
You said it's not?
Yes, it's not gone.
Good. All right, so what do we have next? What word do we see now? Number 4. This will be our last one before we move on to the second session. What word do we have there? Number 4.
Gone. Gone.
Gone. All right, so we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna take, you wanna sit this to the side?
Yep.
So it's not distracting us? Okay, I'll take this back from you. And I'll take this and that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to another section. Same thing, I'm gonna give you a list of words, and I want you to go ahead and read me the list of words that you see below, okay? All right, so here's the next list. Same thing, I'll cover it up. Okay, let's start at number 1.
Okay, we're starting at number 5 because we already passed like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then because we didn't get like enough time to do number 4.
Well, this is a different list, so the words are different.
Oh.
Okay, so the first word we have. What word do we have? Sound it out. What letter do you see here? What letter is this?
J.
J. That's a J. G makes what sound? G. G.
Oh.
What letter is this?
O.
And O makes?
Oh.
Oh, like octopus. So when we put those two letters together, those two sounds, we have what word?
Jaw.
Not J, that's J. We want G. O.
G. O. G. O. Got.
Okay, next one. Number 2.
That O or A?
Say that again.
O. Is that word A? I'm confused.
So it's a capital letter. I can't tell you which one, but it's a capital letter.
L.
Okay, so it makes what sound?
O.
Okay. Okay, next word. Number 3.
S.
Good. Number 4. 4. What letter do we have here?
H.
H makes a. Good. Next we have. What letter do we see here?
E.
E makes what sound?
Eh.
Hmm?
Eh.
Eh. And together we have. So what word do we have? Number 4. What word is this? Do you know? Well, look here, Kimani. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. 5.
D. A. G. It sounds like it's saying God. It's not. D. A. G. God. God?
Hmm?
It's kind of tricky because God and God kind of sound the same.
So what word is that?
God? I mean, got. Like, I got the pizza.
Mr. Riccio or Mr. Shamal, JJ will not come in. We're outside with recess and we're headed in now. Could I please have some help? Thank you.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, and last word on the page before we move on. What's the word?
Like, I have to unlock the door. I have to unlock the car door so I could get in the car.
Good. Alright. So I'm going to go through these words with you before we move on to the last thing for today. How does that sound?
Good.
Good. Alright, so the first word we had here was go. Go. Right? Go. Go.
I forgot that word because it's been a long time since I haven't been in school since when.
That's fine, and that's why we're going to practice, right? Making sure that we know the sound that each letter makes. All right, we're going to learn how to decode these words. Okay? Next word we have is I. I, like ice cream. I. Okay? Next word we have is. Is. Good. The fourth word was he. Fifth word, dog. Number 6, run. Okay? Good job. All right, so last thing for today. I'm going to have you read me a story. Okay? So, on this page, I want you to go ahead and point to each word and the title as you read it. Okay? Today we're going to read a story about birds. I'll ask you some questions about it when we're done. Okay? How does that sound?
Good.
Good. All right, so here's the picture. Let's analyze the picture. What do we see? What's going on in the picture? Looking at the illustration.
There are two birds in the tree. One is in the nest. One is not in the nest. Then there's a person, somebody right here, looking at them and pointing.
Good. So we see two birds. We see a trees. Maybe they're she's outside at a park. Maybe she's in her backyard. Right? All right. So go ahead. Why don't you point to the title for me? Read the title out loud, and then we will begin. Okay? All right. Whenever you're ready. So where's the title? Good. So go ahead. Read the title for me.
I look.
Okay.
I look in. I think this is at. I look at.
Okay, put your chair flat. Let's focus. So I look
at.
Okay, and what's this word?
At.
All right, so there's the title. Are you ready to go ahead and start reading? So I want you to point to each word and begin reading.
Okay.
Hey, what's that? Running record. This is Damani from his best classroom.
Okay.
He's new. He started in November or December?
I think November.
November?
Yes.
Good talk. All right, so go ahead. Let's begin reading. So why don't we go ahead, point to each word as we read.
I look at.
Okay, next line.
I'm confused because this reminds me of the word cat. This reminds me of a word cat though, but it doesn't have the T. I think it was a T or an I.
Good, so we know it can't be cat because we don't see the letter T at the end.
Right.
So what letter do we see at the end? So what's the word? Go ahead, sound it out.
Sat.
Okay, keep going. So I sat, keep going. So I sat, point to the word.
On.
Okay. So I sat on. Use your pointer finger. Where's your pointer finger? Keep going.
I sat on I sat on a.
Okay.
I knew it was an A cause I thought it was I sat on a nest, but it's not an A. It's not an A though.
Okay, so what do we see?
Uh, on. I sat on
Okay, where's your pointer finger? There it is. So what's the last word? I sat on. What's the letter the words we start with? What's the first letter in the word?
F.
We're right here. What letter do you see? What's the first letter that you see in the word?
The first letter that's in.
This word down here, Damani.
I think it's an F.
Okay, it's an F. An F makes what sound? Then we see what?
O. R. Then R. 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 R.
Okay, so we have what together?
On. I sat on.
What do we have? Look at the paper. I sat
On. Oh, this is the word on.
Okay, so I sat on. So what was this word?
On.
What's this word?
On.
They're both on. So I sat on.
Nest.
Okay.
I sat on a nest.
Okay. Next sentence.
On. Oh no, it's not. Cause it doesn't. Cause if I cover this up, it's on. But if I don't cover it up, it's not on. Cause these are kind of similar.
Okay, you're right? If you're using your context clues, this word and this word is exactly the same. You're right, it's similar. They're the same word. So what's that word? But first, before you do that word, you still have to tell me this word after the period.
Is this an either or else still? I don't know. I don't know if it's an I or L.
That's a capital I.
Oh yes, cause a regular it is a L is like this, but a lowercase L is like this. O con.
Hmm?
I sat on nest. I sat on a nest.
The next one.
This the word
I. So I. So I. This is a lowercase L. No, I. This letter right here is a lowercase L. So I. L. Okay. So it's the word I.
Will.
Okay. So I will.
Point. Cause point has like a P.
Okay. So
Or
I will point
at a
So I will point at
a nest or at a tree. Yep, it's tree. Cause tree I think has double E's.
Good. Okay. Next sentence.
I see a bird that's
Okay. So I see a bird that's
in. Oh, it's not in.
bird. So I see a bird that's
Sitting.
okay.
Sits in is
So that's sit.
in
That
that
so that sit in.
nest.
Okay.
That's
Next word.
Nest. I see a bird that's not in a nest. That's
Oh, it's over here. So you said that's not.
in. Well, it's not
That's
in
not in a
nest.
nest. What's this word? I-S.
I-S.
Okay, so what's this word? That's not in a nest.
That's see. That's see.
That's see.
That's see.
Okay.
Looks.
So that's see.
Looks on
Okay.
the that's see.
The what?
That's see. Looks
Looks on the.
the tree.
Okay, put out your pointer finger. Use your pointer finger.
Look. That see looks at the tree.
Okay. What's this word? Your finger has to go below the word so you can see it. So you're pointing below. Nope, we're down here. Yep. What's the word? The tree.
Again, because it's kind of tricky because when we did it with this one, because when we did this one, it had another one, but it's different. But now this one is kind of different with this one because it has two letters that are the same. Well, that looks the same.
So we have, so what's the word? So.
Bird.
Okay. So the tree bird.
Just went through this one.
The tree bird
sits in the
sits in the
nest.
Okay.
I mean, how big is it nest? Oh, the tree bird sits on the tree.
So the tree bird sits
On
in the
tree.
Okay. Next.
Bird.
Okay. Good.
Sits.
Bird sits
N.
Okay.
Six. N. On.
Where's your pointer finger? Keep it out. We have to keep our pointer finger. It's what helps us read. We track our reading. Bird sits in an
and that sees that
sees put your pointer finger out.
a nest that sees
Okay, we need to make sure that we're sounding out the letters that we see and we're not just guessing the words. Okay. That sees nest.
I.
Okay. Pointer
Like.
finger, Damani. Put your pointer finger out. I
like.
Okay.
I
like.
to
Good.
see birds.
Good, Damani. Okay. Now that we finished that, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to ask you some questions about what we just read. Okay? Are you ready? What is this story about?
That sees birds in a tree. And one of them is not in a nest. One is in the nest. One is sitting. It's standing up on the other side of the branch.
Right. I'm going to take the book away now. Well, okay. So that sees birds in a tree. One is in a tree.
One is not in a tree.
And one is not in a tree. Okay, question number 2. What kinds of birds did the girl see?
Tree birds.
Okay, question number 3. Besides being too little, why do you think the baby bird could not fly?
Because it's still a baby. Because the wings are weak, so it can't fly.
Why do you think the person looked up in a tree to find birds?
Because they were bored, I think it is.
Okay. What does the word little mean?
Small things. Like the paper clips are small.
Okay. All right, so excellent job today, Damani. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop us here for today.